let's talk about this game. My experience playing this game so far has been amazing. However, as I've been playing through the game, there's been one thing that just, I can't stop thinking about it. And that's this fusion of styles of Origami King and Thousand Year Door and what they make when they're put together. It's the same game in a different flavor. And I want to talk about that flavor because the ingredients that make up that flavor is fascinating to me. It's fascinating. So check it. Okay, we're talking subliminal messaging. Let's go to the bad shop here because I think this is a really good example of how it's not just that the outlines are there, but also specifically what they're on. All right, I'm putting this here and this here. These are the badges from Thousand Year Door. So here we have badges from the original game, and here we have badges from Thousand Year Door. Now, why don't they just look different? Why do they feel different? To help me explain this, I'd like to reference a different game really quick, Kirby Air Ride. So here's some Kirby gameplay, and let's look at the items. You see the bomb image? That game is telling you that that item is a bomb. And that's about the end of it. If I were to ask you a question like, what are these items made of? You'd probably be really confused because these items aren't made of anything. They're simply icons to communicate something to the player. That's what these are. By giving these icons the white outline, they have made these badges exist like that in the game world. Same goes with the original items as icons. They represent a thing without existing like that materialistically. See, when you look at these items now, it's almost as if Mario sees them that way too. Now I want you to consider that maybe something about the whole game exists like that. Even the NPCs in this game have this cartoony representation of themselves that doesn't seem to be quite as literal as in the remake. It's almost like this being Paper Mario was just a way so that this art style would make sense. Now, yes, the original Thousand Year Door was entirely made of paper in concept. However, I remember playing this Mario 64 ROM hack some years ago, where they took Thousand Year Door locations and put it in Super Mario 64. And it occurred to me while playing it that without the context of being part of the Paper Mario game, it didn't actually look that much like paper. The original Thousand Year Door's paper identity comes from the fact that it's Paper Mario and uses paper occasionally as a gimmick. Here's a really good example. The game is only made of paper when it needs to be made of paper for some reason. There's a lot of other things too that contributed to the style of the original Thousand Year Door that's even still in this game that worked in tandem with the graphics back then. An example of one is the camera work. But we know that that was different in the original Thousand Year Door. However, I actually don't think they changed that for stylistic purposes. With this specifically, I've seen people get confused with the controls right here when it flips and then they get stuck in the middle because forward turns to back. Not that I think that's the biggest deal or worth changing, but that is why I think they did it. Also stuff like Hooktail doing this crud, even stopping in the middle of battle to ask you these types of questions, like do you want to smell his feet? Finding star pieces, and you know, all the other quirky stuff this game does, like Luigi. So what happens when you take a game with an art style like that and change the meaning of it so much? The very fact that this game is about this incredible, epic, grand adventure in this paper-crafted world, to me, embraces this childlike ability to see real magic and stuff like that. Now, if you're a longtime Paper Mario fan, I want you to know that if this game takes some, getting used to, adjusting to, that's okay, and I get it. Me too, at first, okay? Like the music in Glitzville, yo, it's taking me so long to get used to. But listen, this is a different game with a different experience. And most of the new generation playing this game, who isn't comparing it to the old game, is so just bound to have an amazing time. Isn't that cool? Thank you to Nintendo for finally listening and making this game, and I look forward to a sequel real soon. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, I've been the Cool One. Peace out, everybody, and I will catch you in the next one.